everyone, Susie here, and it is cold and gloomy today in LA, so I just want to spin the legs and get to a hot cup of matcha. So today we're gonna go from here in Santa Monica about 15 miles across the city to downtown's historic core. Now this is an exciting little neighborhood because it has a theater district and all of these buildings with really cool architecture from the early 1900s when it was being built. So I can't wait to check it out. And oh, it's cold. Let's go get that matcha. Let's go. So we're at Broadway and 3rd at kind of the beginning of the historic core district, where we're greeted with this gorgeous theater, the $1 Million Theater, with this incredible facade. Look at that. And it's right next to Grand Central Market. It has so many fantastic vendors in there. And then across from there, right here, this is the Bradbury building. I can't really get in there with my bike, but I'll post a picture of what it looks like inside. It's like this Victorian, beautiful steel lattice work in there. One day I'll go inside. Not today. Let's keep going. All right, a few blocks down, we got the Roxy, the Cameo, the Arcade Theater, and then we are going in there to the coffee shop. Ooh, can't wait. At least the sun's out now, but still need that matcha. Let's go. Alright, we're starting off with a strawberries and cream salt bread. I don't know what's going on behind me, but this salt bread is delicious. Look at all the strawberries in there. And here at Saero is the matcha latte. Look how green it is. That was wonderful. It was nice and warm and just what was needed on this very chilly day, especially here in what is called the Spring Arcade that connects one street to another. So it's kind of like a wind tunnel in here, and it's very chilly. But it's so beautiful in here. This arcade was built in 1924, and it actually connects two 12-story towers. And it was designed in the Beaux Arts style, which you can see by all the elaborate ornamentations and designs. And so now we're going to continue down Broadway to see some more theaters. This really is like a theater district. And then turn around, go back up Main Street to see some more buildings up in the historic core, and yeah, just check out more of this beautiful neighborhood downtown. Let's go. I mean, look at this beautiful facade. They just don't make them like this anymore. And even across the street, look at that pretty building. And then before I get back on my bike, I just came one block down to see the Los Angeles Theater. Look at that. And then across the way is the Palace Theater. Oh, so many theaters. All right, now let's keep going. At this gorgeous Tower Theater. So it opened in 1927, but it is now an Apple store. See, you can see the little Apple logo on it. Yeah, since 2015. And then right next to it is the Rialto. And then a little further down is the Orpheum. Just one theater after another. Wow. So there you see the sign for the Historic Core District. It's right in front of the Hotel Cecil, which was featured on a Netflix documentary recently. Not for the best reasons, but there it is. It's historic. I am back here at the Staples Center, which people call crypto.com now, and the graffiti towers. Because, okay, so we circled around the historic core district on Main Street, and honestly, that was a little too close to Skid Row. And that's the thing about downtown, it's like there's some good streets, and then if you veer off like one street away from that, it's a little sketchy. Yeah, that theater district, that was so cool. It was 12 theaters in that, I think, 8-block stretch. They were all built between 1910 and 1931, and then after World War II, people moved out to Hollywood, but I love that they still kept those buildings intact with all that gorgeous architecture, even if they are just department stores and an Apple store now. I mean, the buildings are gorgeous. So now that we've gone to a wonderful cafe and explored a historic area of Los Angeles, it's time to head home. So we're gonna go straight down here on Figueroa, out of downtown LA, pick up the Expo line, and that's a great trail to take back across the city. What another great cafe day.